What a shit show this game is turning into, isn't it? What's going on, my people? We back in it for another one. So we just got a post from Battlefield themselves, the official Battlefield Twitter account, and probably the rest of the socials too. And it goes on to say, you've waited patiently to hear from us on what we're doing to address the issues with Battlefield 2042 that you have told us about, and the direction you can expect to see us take in the months ahead. We're taking action on multiple fronts to address feedback and implement extensive fixes to the game, key features that are important to you, and getting team play where it needs to be. After the release of an update in early March, which will include improvements to scoreboards, subsequent updates will prioritize work that will include voice communication, a tighter squad loop, including a refined ping system, feedback-based improvements to gunplay, improved reward loop, expanded tools, modes, and tweaks to player experience gains in Battlefield Portal. With a focus on improving these core elements of the game, we've made the big decision to move Season 1 to early summer. When Season 1 arrives in early summer, it will mark the start of a year where we'll deliver 4 seasons, 4 new specialists and new locations, along with more new content. For all of you who purchased the Year 1 Pass as part of the Gold and Ultimate Editions, we know this content is coming later than expected. That's an understatement. So we're giving you all an exclusive bundle containing a specialist skin, weapon, and vehicle skins, a melee weapon, and player card, all to be delivered in the next update. For real. We're also planning on improved player feedback process with all of you as we begin working on new changes, including map design. We'll be sharing our efforts with you, knowing that your feedback on the progress is critical. We are committed to and focused on ensuring Battlefield 2042 lives up to our ambitions and your expectations. It's a task we're dedicated to accomplishing. You got to be kidding me right now, man. You know, I'm seeing people out here, you know, talking about trying to give them credit. Like, at least they're trying to fix their game, man. Well, I mean, they got all their money. They got all their money. So, yeah, I mean, like, should we be giving them credit for that, though? Should we be giving them credit for doing what they should have done from the start? Right? This is what they're trying to get the game to is what we should have paid for back when this game first dropped at release. Should it not? I'm not recording over any gameplay right now, people. I don't even know if I have any Battlefield gameplay at the moment. I know I have some live comms, but I don't want to use that gameplay for a video like this. So I'm going to try to see if I have any, I'll see if I have any 2042 gameplay. I doubt that I do. You know, I might have some Battlefield 4 or something like that. If I don't, I don't know. I might just plug some Halo gameplay or something in here for this video because I didn't expect to make a video today. But this is definitely something that warrants a video to be made, a commentary, because this is ridiculous, man. So we're at a point with Battlefield 2042, right, where the game is dead. You hear people talking about it all the time. The numbers are so low, it's embarrassing the state that this game is in. It's just, it's an awful state, man. I never, like, I wish I could go and take that back, man, when I said this was going to be game of the year and shit. You know, everybody talks about Battlefield 4 and how rough that was at launch and shit, and they fixed that game. You know, I wasn't around, like, I was around, but I wasn't a Battlefield player, right? So it's like I heard about the problems, but I wasn't invested into it back then in the Battlefield 4 days. I'm willing to bet that Battlefield 4 wasn't in the state that Battlefield 2042 is in, especially because Battlefield 4 still had your traditional classes and shit like that. Battlefield 4 still had some good original maps that were in the game. You know what I mean? At release. I can't see it being as bad as 2042 is now. But now, the state that this game is in, it's just in an awful state. Embarrassing, really. And it's desperately needing new content. This game, it's an understatement to say that this game needs new content. Straight up. It's just like, you know, bored of the playing the same old maps. A lot of the maps you don't have cover, which they say they're addressing here in future updates and shit like that. But just maps that don't play all that great, for a Battlefield type game. And then when you add the specialists and shit like that, it's a game that desperately needs new content. We don't have enough weapons. We don't have enough maps. The list goes on and on. We need new content. Now we have to wait until early summer to get our first drop of new content for this game that desperately needs it, all because they're trying to fix the game to get it to a point that it should have been at when we all paid our 70, 100 plus. I paid 130 plus. When we all paid our money for this game, we got to sit here and we got to wait until early summer to get this content just for them to try to get the game right to the way that it should have been on release. That I don't know if I could give credit for that, man. It's like cool that they're not giving up, right? So people still get their money's worth. The people who paid the money, like I bought the gold edition digital, I'm stuck with it anyway, right? It's good that they're still fixing the game and not just giving up on it. And I feel like there would be some lawsuits in there if they didn't at least try to get to this game to a point where it's playable. But the fact that we gotta wait that long after release for any type of new content, especially when they have these editions like Gold, like Ultimate, when we were supposed to get new content, in the meantime, and now they're just giving us a stupid ass fucking bundle with a skin and a weapon skin and like whatever, man. Like, are you kidding me? What a disaster, people. I mean, really, look, like this is as bad as you could get, especially with a AAA game. This is embarrassing. This is a disaster. And it's like, I feel bad for the devs too at the same time. I do, because this is mostly on EA forcing DICE to push this game out when they did. It was clearly not ready. It needed minimum of another year. And here we are. They got our money. We got a bare bones game that barely functions, right? It's basically unplayable. Here we fucking are. Now we're just stuck. No new content until the early summer, man. Who's gonna fuck with this game? You know what I mean? Barely anybody is fucking with this game now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my channels, people. I mean, I might make just a separate commentary about this. I know I made a video like a week or two ago, just because of how I was feeling with 2042, and this is, I think, is gonna help me make that decision though. Like I was kind of undecided in that video of what I wanted to do, if I wanted to just maybe take a break from YouTube, quit YouTube altogether, if I wanted to change my content up. I really wasn't sure, but I was just kind of spitballing, having a talk with the homies in a commentary. This, I think, is going to help my decision. Like, don't get me wrong, I wish we were in a place right now where Battlefield 2042 was playable and it was fun, and I could just try to make content to the best of my abilities and just have fun with it. That's where I would like to be, but the reality is that's not where we're at. And I mean, we got to wait until early summer to get new content for this damn game. We got to wait until at least March until, quote unquote, this game could be potentially fixed. They could improve some shit. We don't even know if this patch is going to fix a lot of shit. We've already gotten a ton of patches. We even got a huge patch that I went and broke down the whole thing. I think it took me like 45 minutes to do or something like that. It was a big ass patch, and the game is still broken as fuck, man. We don't know when this game is going to be fixed, and now we know, how long we got to wait until we get some new content. I don't know if I could stick with Battlefield for this channel, man. I basically converted this channel to a Battlefield channel, but this is just, man. And every time I upload a video on it, I always see tons of comments. Dead game anyways, man. You're still playing that game? Nobody's playing that game, bro. Like, those are the comments I always get now. It's like, and after this, I don't know how you come back from that, man. I paid for the game, so obviously when the summertime comes and shit, I'm going to check out the new content and everything. But I think I'm going to take a few days, really think about what I want to do going forward, because it's impossible to grow a channel uploading the older Battlefields. Let's be real, right? Nobody does YouTube not to grow. You know what I mean? You want to grow. You want to you want to see progress there, right? When you're putting effort into something. And in 2022, I'm not going to grow a very small channel at that, just uploading Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 and shit, right? Because I ain't going to be uploading Battlefield 2042 until until at least the big patch, or till probably the summer. And even then, who's going to care about this game? You know, if I was a channel that had way bigger numbers where people want to see me for Battlefield, they don't care what Battlefield is, they just want to see Battlefield for me, that would be different. But I'm not in a position like a Jack Frags where I could upload Battlefield 4. People like, ah, yes, man, a Battlefield 4 video from my man, right? It doesn't get much better than that. I'm not in a position for that, man. My channels are small. My main channel is a lot bigger than my second channel, but it's still small. And my second channel for Battlefield is small as hell. That's not how you grow. I just noticed I lost a couple subscribers over the last few days because I haven't been uploading much because Battlefield is in an awful state right now. And I can't grow off of uploading these older Battlefields that I still enjoy, though. You know, maybe I still will. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to take a few days and really think about it. I'm going to cut this video off before it gets too long, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm out.